I'm Chris Biffle, Coach B, and tonight's broadcast, May 22nd, 2012, is groundbreaking, earth-shattering, revolutionary, and pretty dang good at the same time. We're talking about whole brain teaching certification, a revolutionary new teaching system, a teaching training system like the system that should already be in place in colleges across the land. Here's what I hear. Tell me if you hear this. Again and again and again, instructors say, you know, I got my teaching credential, but nothing prepared me for the classroom. Whoa! It's like a surgeon who never had to operate. How do we operate in a classroom? How do we do classroom management? This is the system we should be teaching across the land, so let's spread it across the land. Yes. All right, Deb Weigel, you're online. Here we go. I'm starting up now that Deb is here. Folks, please pay attention to the names in red. Those are our online whole brain teaching gurus. Text in your questions and pay attention to their answers because, my friends, it's starting right now. Whole brain teaching, WBT Certification. Rusty Boy, good to have you online. Christy 13, Kathy Oasis. Here's the stunning graphic. I don't know where Coach B gets these things, but gosh, are they groovy. I'm stopping right now. Do you see the motto? Per aspera ad astra. Per aspera ad astra. Some of you have been emailing me, in fact, way too many, saying, Coach B, I want to get a whole brain teaching tattoo. What should it be? This is what it should be. Per aspera ad astra. I'm taking off the glasses just to tell you what that Latin means. It's the motto of whole brain teaching. Here's the motto. Deb Weigel, you don't know the motto. Nancy Stoltenberg, you don't know the motto. You're going to find out now with the 3D effect. Per aspera ad astra means despite hardships to the stars. Yes! Do you like that? Despite hardships, to the stars. That is our Latin motto. I'd like some feedback on that motto right now. Daisy D, Southern teacher, you love it. I knew you would. Nancy, Deb, I'm waiting for you. Despite hardships to the stars. That's what we're all about. Christy 13, you like it? Here we go. Despite hardships, to the stars, Rusty Boy. Now, let's look. Why, here is Biffy Bluebird. What if someone wants a copy of these slides, Coach? Or professional development credit? Biffy, great question as always. Thanks a lot, Coach. I do like asking great questions, especially when you give me some of your conditional praise. That's right, Biffy. All our praise is conditional upon future performance. And here's your brother, Bobby Bluebird. Easy breezy. Details are at the end of the program. That's right, my friends. You can get professional development credit for watching a video on professional development credit. Ho, 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 ho. Here we go. Check this out. Very important moment. You earn certification points by writing about whole brain teaching. Here's the question for tonight. What are the strengths and weaknesses of the WBT certification program? If significant weaknesses exist, how can the program be improved? Post your answer on the forum at wholebrainteaching.com under the topic WBT Certification Webcast, WBT Certification. You write a good answer. Either I or the new director of Whole Brain Teaching Certification, whose name will be revealed tonight, will award you 50 certification points. And you write an out-of-sight answer, you'll get 75 certification points. And not only that, my friend, you don't just get the points. Au contraire, mon frère, you get the fancy webcast certification medallion, and you do a good job, you might get that big honkin' instant bonus medallion. Tell me what you think about that. Yes, indeed. Now, my friends, glasses off. Last week, about 8 of you, and I was thrilled, wrote some really good answers to the question about the agreement bridge. But we're on the improvement path, as always. From here forward, no paragraphs longer than 7 sentences. Let's write paragraphs, my friends. That's our new improvement goal. Some of you have already earned certification points. If you've earned certification points, then let us know right now. And of course, the little short acronym for certification points, hard to remember, is CP. How many CP have you earned out there, Arlie? How about you, Daisy D? How many CP you got? Southern Teacher, you've got 50 CP. Beautiful. Southern Teacher, I'm looking forward to your paragraphs. Oh my goodness. Daisy D, only 25. Daisy D, I want you to lose sleep about that. Let's drive forward, my friends. Are we having fun? Yes, Daisy. Don't expect any sympathy. All right. Here's Mr. J. Jive, one of our favorite commentators. What's the scamma-jamma on WBT board certification? Mr. J.J. Jive, good to have you online. Why, thank you, Coach. It's good to be online, but I say again, what's the scamma-jamma on WBT board certification? JJ Jive, I will tell you the scamma-jamma. Here it is, in a nutshell. It's a big game with multiple levels. Level 1, 100 certification points, all the way up to level 10, 5,000 certification points. At level 1, my friends, you're a novice. At level 10, you are a WBT board certified international presenter. My question to you, glasses off, how high do you want to fly? Will you be satisfied just to be an advanced novice? Or do you dream of being a WBC board certified trainer? Were you told by your parents from a small size that you had a destiny and you have been waiting, looking, yearning for what that destiny might be? Could it be to be a WBT board certified district presenter? Let's look at those levels again. Notice the crucial break there is at level 5. That's when you can call yourself something. Level 5, WBT board certified instructor. You've passed our online certification test at level 4. You've earned 700 certification points. You've made an exemplary video and passed an oral exam. What is that oral exam all about? Something that I hope makes you nervous in the service. You're going to call me. I'm going to call you. We're going to talk, and I'm going to ask you some questions about whole brain teaching. Yeah. Do all that, my friends, and you can call yourself proudly a WBT board certified instructor, and you're on the road to being a trainer, a district presenter, a regional presenter, a national presenter, an international presenter. I know it's thrilling. We did tell you, please have your oxygen cylinders handy. Let's press on. Here's one of our new friends. But how do I earn those precious WBT certification points? That was such a good question. Myrtle, say it again. All right, Coach. How do I earn those precious WBT certification points? That is a lovely question, Myrtle. Here's an answer. From Biffy Bluebird and Bobby Bluebird. Biffy Bluebird says most WBT certification points can be earned by writing online about WB techniques and materials. Write a post on the forum at wholebrainteaching.com or a blog post. Yeah, this is a writing intensive certification. The handy thing about a writing intensive certification that takes place online is you can do it in your pajamas. Is that handy? Yes, I think it is. A few more details here about these writing assignments. Big detail right here. 250 word minimum, Mrs. Boynton 1. Mrs. Boynton 1, I'm glad you're here. And Biffy, thank you very much. You're welcome, Coach. And Bobby says, the education world needs your thoughtful reflections, not cheesy stuff that you dash off. So here's what's happening. See if you can get the beauty of this. As you advance in certification, writing these thoughtful articles about your whole brain teaching experience, you are contributing to a community of other potential whole brain teaching certifiees. You're not just doing it for you, my friends. I mean, of course you're doing it for Coach B. Let's get that straight. But you're doing it for the world of education. Putting your ideas out there, your spin, and I want to emphasize this, glasses off. We want your spin. We want your tweaks. We want your experiments. We've got 1,000, maybe 5,000 laboratories across this country of people feverishly tweaking, spinning, improving our techniques. We had a huge improvement today from one of Deb Weigel's colleagues in Yuma. A way to tie in the super improvers wall ironclad to state testing. We'll tell you more about that one of these days. So yes, we want to see what you can come up with. It's your system once you start using it. Well, now here's one of our friends. But what could I write about? Golly. What could you write about? Let me see. That's a pretty... I'll take some online suggestions. What could you write about? Is there anything in whole brain teaching that you might want to be reflective about? I'm going to take a shot at California Clear. I'm asking my online audience. Anything out there in whole brain teaching you might want to write about? The Big Seven, yeah. A lesson that went well or didn't go so well, good, Jill. Super Improver Wall, oh yeah, that's good. Anything else, my friends? Consistency in application, Vanessa Miles from the East Coast. You hit a home run with that one. A recent conference. Yes, Arlie, a recent conference. SweetTech, Power Picks. Why, there's a couple of things to write about. I wonder if that pretty well exhausts it. Consistency, Mrs. Boynton. Discussions with parents. Here's a few things to write about, my friends. Check it out. Super Speed 100, Super Speed 1000, Super Speed Math, Super Speed Grammar, Biffy Tunes, Oral Writing, the Genius Ladder, the Scoreboard, Practice Cards, Super Improver's Wall, Universal Homework Model, Conferences, Webcasts, YouTube videos, the Guff Counter, Independence, Bullseye Game, the Agreement Bridge, Class Yes, Teach OK, Mirror, Hands and Eyes, Switch, the Writing Game, Smoothie Bumper Planet. Need I go on? Yes, I need. Industrial Strength Whole Brain Teaching, Mind Soccer, the 5-step lesson plan. I'm wearing out, my friends, just talking about it. Power Picks, Genius Ladder, Brain Toys, Student Leaders, Red-Green Writing, which you may have never heard of, the WBT Construction Kit, Prove It, WBT Test Prep, Super Speed Numbers, Super Speed Letters and Phonics, improvements on any of the above. That's what you could write about. This is your opportunity for self-education in the wonderland of whole brain teaching. Yes, Mrs. Boynton, Super Speed 100. Mrs. Boynton, did you share your experience with other educators? Are you one of those kind of teachers who thinks you're living on an island? No, Mrs. Boynton, we're all on board the same ship and it is sinking. Glasses off. There may be no water on the floor of your cabin, my friends, for now. But if the whole ship is going down, USS Traditional Education, if the whole ship is going down, don't be too happy about a dry cabin floor. It's time to abandon ship, get in the lifeboat, put your hands on the oars, and help some of your colleagues row towards a brighter new land. What's that land called? You know what the land is called. Teaching heaven. Bend our backs, hands on the oars, let's pull together. That's a weird idea that we should work together, I know. But you know what? There's just something in this California clear that makes me come up with these wacky ideas that we should work together. How should we work together? Work on your WBT certification, and as you work on it, you're helping other people by writing about it. Yes, Daisy D, let's row. Here's the deal. I'm coming back to this point. I'll slow down. Kathy Oasis, you use WBT as you are able to, as you can get away with as a sub. Use WBT's huge library of materials, 25 hours, 28 hours now of webcasts, 30 YouTube videos, 30 ebooks, reading, math, writing, classroom management, critical thinking, state standards, online, free, at your own pace. Set your own goals. Here it is, my friend. Here it is. Here's the revolution on the next slide. Are you ready for it? Design your own certification. I'm coming in with the 3D mix. I don't care what anybody says. They say the 3D mix is too dangerous. I don't care. This is a huge point. Design your own certification. Do you want to become an expert in Super Speed 1000? Then write posts about it. Are you all about our 5-step lesson plan? Then polish and polish and polish and write about it. We'll give you, if you keep gaining insights and reflections, we'll keep giving you credit on whatever your area of concentration is. Or do you want to master 3 or 4 things? Here's the revolution. Here's the revolution. Education teaching programs across the country, as we know, are not preparing our teachers for what they face in the classroom, especially in the area of classroom management. But even more so, even more generally, especially in the area of student engagement. Oh, sometimes I have administrators tell me, you know, this year we're really focusing on student engagement. And I bite my tongue. Yeah, you know, Coach B, I bite my tongue because I want to say, what were you focusing on last year? We are not training our young teachers in how to develop a fully engaged classroom. We need a free program. We need an online program. We need a go at your own pace program. Oh my goodness, that's what we've got now. WBT Design Your Own Certification. We got it now, baby. And you, my friends, as I said in the pre-broadcast, are in on the ground floor. You're the pioneers. You're the ones who are going to spread the word. I'll show you how to spread the word in 2 seconds. But just by gaining your certification, you can then talk to the newbies. You can say, I remember when I was a newbie oh so long ago. This is what I went through to get my 5,000 certification points and be the incredible international presenter that I am now. Yes, you can talk that talk. And Arlie, Nancy, Deb, I expect you to be talking that talk one day. All right. Some of you are getting a little excited. This is a live shot. Some of our more excitable professors. Here we go. After I write the post, how do I get my certification points? There must be a way. Yeah, there's got to be a way. You write the posts, how do you get certification? And so we come to our great announcement. Here you are, my friends. A moment, a calm moment, very unusual in the life of Coach B. I am now toasting. Deb Weigel, lift your glass with me. I am now toasting our new Director of Whole Brain Teaching Certification. She's online now. Nancy Stoltenberg, name in red, has advanced incredibly over this last year, and she has graciously agreed to accept what is a position of substantial responsibility, and worse than that, substantial work. She's going to be Director of Whole Brain Teaching Certification. My friends, give her an online 10-finger woo, whatever it takes. Nancy Stoltenberg, this is to you. Wow, what a blessing you've been to whole brain teachers across the country, in your city, via webcasts. Your ardent participation and support of this program gets you more work, Nancy. Deb Weigel knows that routine, but Nancy, you're a miracle. Here we go. So, yes, that's Nancy. Bring it on. Here we are, my friends. So take this down. Send your 10 best posts. Actually, we'd like you to wait till you had 700 points, but send your 10 best posts with the date they were created. Put them in a word processing file. Send it to Nancy Stoltenberg, Director, WBT Certification. And I'm going to go slow. Stolten B, S-T-O-L. I'm going to do the close-up, which I almost never do, my friends. I'm going to do the close-up of Nancy's email address right here. Here we go, a little bit higher. She is Director of WBT Certification, stoltenb@gmail.com. If you have questions, send them to Nancy. She'll probably be on the phone to me many times over the next 6 months to a year. But together, she and I are going to work with you one-on-one, my friends, to turn the teacher certification program practice at colleges across the country, to turn that program on its head. No tuition. No tuition. Can you believe it? I pity Berkeley, Yale, and Harvard. They can't compete with our prices. Design your own certification. Proceed at your own pace. It's a revolution. You're on the ground floor. Now here's our two excitable friends again. She says, "What's it cost?" And he says, still pretty excitable, "Don't you understand? All the WBT stuff is free, free, free." Can you spread the word about free? Is that a language that your colleagues understand? Here we go. Another one of our colleagues. I heard there were groovy certification medallions. How could I collect the whole set? I'll be honest with you, my friends. I know it's, whenever someone says, "I'll be honest with you," you got to kind of sit back and say, well, what were you being before? That's a red flag right there. So I'll be honest with you, my friends. I've been inspired by the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts merit badges. Did you ever look through that book of all those merit badges? Ooh, cool. So I said to myself, could we have something like that? Yes, we could. Look at them. Look at them. Cool certification point medallions. Why, here's one for Super Speed 100. Genius Ladder. You get 100 followers on your blog, that's worth 100 points. Here's a medallion for writing about a video, for watching a webcast. Here's a medallion for the 5-step lesson plan for the artistic blog. Let's talk about a couple of these medallions. Take the total number of posts that you've written on the forum. Say it's 200. Divide it by 4. I'm sorry, check that. Divide it by 5. You've earned 40 certification points. Now we'll look through those posts to be sure that it isn't a lot of, "Oh, good job, 10-finger woo." These have to be posts of substance. So you can get posts, you can get points for posts. Start a blog. We'll give you 1 point for every follower on that blog. Are you beginning to get the picture? Let's look at some more of these medallions. Completely described, my friends. I'm not going to read each one. But 100 points for a sample video, 500 points for an exemplary video that we put on YouTube that changes the world. Some of our YouTube videos have gotten 30, 40, 50, 60,000 views across the world. Artistic blog medallion, followers medallions, webcast and YouTube medallions. Here's those super speed medallions. All this is in the PDF. I'll show you how to get it. Genius ladder, post medallions, total post medallions, each of these little merit badges, fully described in the PDF I'm going to show you, and I'll even send it to you. The Big 7 medallion, instant bonus medallion, Super Improvers Wall medallion, Power Picks medallion. We tell you how to earn each one. And my friends, you're probably burning with a question. If you've been teaching, you're right, Southern teacher, it's like playing a giant board game. Yes, anything you do in whole brain teaching, and there's lots to do, can earn you points, can earn you medallions, can increase your level of certification. Got a blog? They're blog medallions. Writing on the forum? They're forum post medallions. Using some of our downloads? There are medallions about and points to be earned for anything to do with whole brain teaching. And as we put this together, we realized, oh my goodness, we've got a lot of stuff here. We've got so much stuff. We have a teacher certification program. Yes. Now, some of you have said, what is the national convention like? Jill, you want each medallion? Then start writing. Here's a picture from the national convention that's relevant to tonight's webcast and asks the burning question. Here's 3 third-grade teachers from last year's national convention. We talked about certification there. Here they are. Here it is. WBT certification sounds cool. Oh, these second grade teachers. That's that grade level team. But what can you do with it? That's a good question. What can you do with it? Here's what you can do with it. When you advance to level 5 certification, in addition to an award certificate, and here's the award certificate, and confess, my friends, that getting an award certificate as a board-certified whole brain teacher, signed by Chris Biffle, dated, is going to be quite pleasurable. And notice there's a place for a number at the bottom of the certificate. Let me call your attention to that. A place for a number. My friends, what number are you going to be? Who's going to get to level 5 first? You'll be strutting your stuff in 25 years when we have our national convention on Mars, and you can say, I'm number 14. Bow down, all ye who are higher than 14. Yes, we're going to give you. Daisy D, you're shooting for the top 50. Good luck, my friend. You got a lot of competition out there. So, yeah. So one thing you can do with this is you get a very nice award, numbered. That's cool. You may pretend like, oh, blasé award, but you know what? When you get it in a PDF, you're going to show it to your spouse, and your spouse, if they have any sense at all, are going to treat you a whole lot better. Mrs. Boynton, when can we start? Is it already in place? Just hold your horses, Mrs. Boynton. I know you're excited. Let me finish this webcast. In addition, you'll get a letter of recommendation that can be placed in your professional resume. Yes, my friends. That's the big time payoff. You might want another teaching job someday. You might want to move up to another position. Getting a letter of recommendation from the WBT Director of Certification, from the Director of Whole Brain Teaching, that's me, or another member of the WBT Executive Board, that would be a nice little feather in your professional bonnet. Now, wouldn't it? Yes. So there's substantial payoff there. Yes, you're going to become a fabulous teacher. Yes, you're going to go home happy every day. Yes, you're going to look out at a class of kids engaged bell to bell, 100% involvement. Oh, yes, you'll get those things. But an electronic award certificate and a letter of rec in your professional resume? Oh, how can you resist it? Mrs. Boynton, you might just have to go buy a couple of new bonnets because as you advance, you might be weighed down with letters of rec. Here's our friends again from the National Convention. Not only could you earn a NITO award and an even more NITO letter of rec, you could also advance to WBT mentor, presenter, even international presenter. And one of her friends says, golly, I'm going to start now. And the other friend on the second grade level team says, get me off this rocket. Yeah, my friends. Any questions? One question is, how do you start? Well, you've started already, Mrs. Boynton. I'm going to get to that in a second. Here's our dear friend, Ms. Linenthal. Hi, Coach. Hello, Ms. Linenthal. How's that cold? Oh, so much better this week, Coach. Last week I could hardly talk. Well, Ms. Linenthal, I'm glad this is better. I would have hate to heard you last week. Oh, I had a real froggy voice last week, Coach. But let me ask you, WBT certification sounds great, but how could I get professional development credit for this broadcast and a copy of these slides? I'm going to tell you. Go to wholebrainteaching.com. Yes, Mickey, pay attention. Click on the PayPal button and donate $5.28. 528 is the code number of this program. Before long, sometimes within minutes, you'll get an email with a professional development certificate and a PDF copy of these slides. Check it out. Now, this is the professional development certificate, not to be confused with certification points. That comes later. Just hang with me. You'll get this. You can turn it into your district if they'll give you professional development credit. If you want more detailed information about WBT certification, go to scribed.com, and I'll show you where on the website you can get there. scribd.com. Search under Whole Brain Teaching. You'll find a highly detailed PDF for free download. Let's go to the website now. But let's remember what our question was for this week. Our certification question is right there. Yes, Mrs. Boynton, you are already started. 250 words minimum. Write an answer to this question. What are the strengths and weaknesses of the WBT certification program? If significant weaknesses exist, how can the program be improved? Post your answer on the forum at wholebrainteaching.com. I'm going to show you in a second. WBT certification webcast, WBT certification. I'll read the answers. The director, the brand new director of WBT certification will read the answers. Maybe we will drop 50 certification points on you right then and there. Maybe dream the impossible dream. You write such a great account, so thoughtful and so reflective, that we drop another 25 on you. That'd be 75 certification points. You're more than 10% towards your 700. Let's look on the forum, my friends. Look on the forum. Hang with me. Check it out. Now, this may cause your video to freeze. Don't panic. Right here in the middle of the page is the whole certification PDF document. Look, you can scroll down. See that? You can scroll down. Highly detailed information about everything I talked about tonight. You can download that. If you go here to Whole Brain Teaching Certification, watch, I'll go there. I'm going to click right here. See where I'm clicking? I'm clicking there. I'm going to Scribed, S-C-R-I-B-D. Here I am. Over here on this side, I can download or print the whole thing, or I can read it online. Tells you all about it in even more detail than I did tonight. So yes, you're starting right now, Mrs. Boynton. Any questions for me, my friends? I'd love to hear your level of excitement and a little bit about your goals for WBT certification. Attending the annual conference and writing about it could get you 100 certification points. Details about writing about the conferences are in the PDF. Anything you do in the service, in the outstanding service of whole brain teaching. Daisy D, you want to try to be a district presenter. Good luck, my friends. Vanessa, you love the reflectiveness of the process. I do too. I'm a former philosophy teacher, and we want to think about what we're doing. So get started tonight, my friends. Let me show you exactly where to start tonight. This is the May 22nd broadcast. Coming down here. Look what I did. See this? WBT Certification Webcast, WBT Certification. 250 words minimum, and let me stress this. Read the directions. Read the directions on the webcast. No paragraphs longer than 7 sentences. No paragraphs longer than 7 sentences. Let's improve our writing skills as we move forward. Yes, Southern teacher, plan carefully, thoughtfully. Put a reflection on there that will be of educational value to your colleagues. As you teach yourself, you're teaching others. You see the synchronicity of that, my friends? As you learn, you teach. Oh, that would be a good motto. As you learn, you teach. But remember our motto from the top of the show. Despite hardships, to the stars. So we're going to revolutionize teacher education across America with you, my friends, starting tonight. Put the word out there. Tell people about it. Evangelize. Put your back to the oar and pull. Not just for your life, my friends, but for the lives of the 35 kids who honor you with their presence every day. My friends, this is how we're going to close, as we always close. Tell me where you're from. Let the names flow down the list. Let's just see this incredible coverage we have across the United States. That's right, Jill. I had 150 students too. Where are you from, my friends? Riverdale, Maryland. Morganza, Louisiana. Illinois. Quartz Hill, California, Warrensburg, Missouri, Woodbridge, New Jersey. Well, you're from Kimmy, Rianne, you're from Yucaipa, Portsmouth, Ohio, Falmouth, Maine, Yuma, Arizona, Boulder, Colorado, Pikeville, North Carolina. Let the word go out across the nation, my friends. Get on your email list. Get on your Facebook page. Direct people to this. Let's teach each other how to teach. Won't it be a beautiful thing? What will the land be like when there's 100 board-certified instructors on the loose? When there's 1,000? When there's 10,000? Who can resist free and fun? Nobody. San Antonio, Texas. All right, my friends. Next week, tiny classroom at Crafton. Well, Kimmy Rianne. Isn't that interesting? Next week, my friends, whole brain teaching, another certification webcast on PowerPix. One of our most powerful tools. We've never had a webcast on it. PowerPix next week. Bring some friends. Start working on your certification and spread the word. Let the joy of teaching spread across our glorious land. So, my friends, God bless us all. Power to the teachers. Coach B, signing off. Until next Tuesday night.